Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mike from M&R Automotive. Today we have a brand new RAM RHO. We've installed a 23-inch light bar in either the Slim or the Pro style. The first thing you want to do, we're going to remove the top cover. It's held by nothing but push pins. So these push pins, just get a screwdriver, pry it underneath, kind of twist it a little bit. I have a prying tool, makes it a little simpler. So here I'm going to take all of them out. So now that we got all the push pins out, we can just lift up on the plastic trim, kind of get it unpinched from the sides. So now we can go ahead and unclip the top cover and put this away. So the next thing we want to remove is this top brow, and we have to remove 8mm screws all around. So after removing all the bolts on top, we notice there's two push pins, one on each side. We're going to go ahead and pry these off as well. Go. 1, 2. Now after removing everything, this should just come out. So now we have 4 10mm screws that we have to remove here. So the next thing I want to do, I want to unclip these side panels. So there are clips here along the edge of this panel that we're trying to unclip. I like to use painter's tape in order to protect the surface, because I am going to be prying it with a screwdriver. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this here. Better safe than sorry. I don't want to scratch anything up. So when I peel this, there's latches here. So here you can see that latch, and I'm going to try to pry it with a screwdriver. There we go. If you press down on it, like this, it'll unlatch. Okay, so I'm going to work my way up. The hardest one is the bottom latch, because the top ones, they'll release themselves. There we go. There's only 3 clips that we're trying to undo. So now I'm on the passenger side. I'm going to grab my tape just to kind of protect the plastic trim. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now once you unclip the bottom one, it's a lot easier to get the top ones. It's all clips. So now that we got all the clips off, we can remove these 3 screws. These are 10mm. Let's do the same thing on the driver's side. So we took out these 3 bolts. And now we just have to unclip the top and we can pull the grill off. So there's a camera that we have to unhook, and the plug will be right here. Let's go ahead and disconnect the camera. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this clip. That's gonna free up this harness. Okay, so now there's a button here on top. You're gonna press it and you're just gonna disconnect it. So now the fact that the camera is disconnected and all the hardware, we can raise these clips up and remove the top grill. Pop this up, and we're going to go ahead and remove that. Don't scratch anything. Now that we have the grill off, let me show you how to install the 23-inch light bar. We have the Slim and the Pro version, and they install right here. So this would be the Slim version, and this would be the Pro version. So to install these two, it's absolutely the same. I'm gonna start with the Slim first. So let's first turn this over. So let's start with the driver's side. You do get 2 brackets. You have the one that has an L shape that attaches to the light bar, and then you also have a plate that we're gonna use from the other side to secure both pieces together. So you notice here that there's a hole here, and on the plate there's a larger and a smaller hole. The smaller hole is designed for this bolt, and then these 2 holes are designed just to pass through for the wire. All right, so let's start with the driver. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pass the wire through it. Now we're going to secure the bracket to the light bar with a black bolt. So now we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side, but notice on the passenger side there's no wire, because the wire from the light bar has been installed on the driver's side. We're just going to secure it in place, and now we can install this onto the grill. So the light bar is installed. You're going to utilize this hole of the grill, so it's easier to run the wire through first before you align the light bar, so that way it won't interfere. So now we can slide the light bar from the front of the grill, eliminate the slack in the wire. So here I want to show you which openings of the grill are going to be used to attach the light bar. All right, so let's take the mounting plate, and notice that there's 2 holes. When we align it here, there's a smaller hole that's going to be for the bolt of the bracket, and there's a larger hole, that one is designed for the wire. So to make it easier, I'm going to feed the wire first, so that way the wire won't interfere. So now we're going to slide the plate onto the bolt, and we're going to secure it with a supplied nut. Let's do the same thing on the passenger side. Notice there's no wire, so we're just going to skip it, and I'm going to use the supplied nut to secure the light bar. So let's take a look. So overall it's nice and sturdy, it's secured to the grill, and it's not going to rattle or vibrate. And we're going to flip the grill backwards and secure those nuts. If you purchase the Slim model, great, we can install this grill back on the truck, and you can fast forward this video for the wiring. If you purchase the Pro model, let me show you how to install it as well. So we're going to turn the light bar upside down with the cord on the driver's side. That's where auxiliary switches are, so it's a lot easier if you do it this way. And what we're going to do, we're going to grab the L bracket, and that's the one that gets attached to the light bar. I'm going to feed the wire through the opening. And we're going to use the two black bolts that attach the sides of the light bar to the bracket. And for the passenger side, it's the same thing, except there is no wire to feed through. So we're just going to use the supplied hardware to attach the side bracket to the light. So now I'm going to slide this light bar underneath it, and we're going to use these openings in the grill for the bolts and the wire. It's a lot easier if you do the wire first to eliminate any slack. It won't come in the way. So now we can slide the light bar from the front of the grill, eliminate the slack in the wire. I'm going to feed the light bar through the larger opening. So we're going to feed the wire through the larger opening of the plate, and the smaller opening is going to secure the plate to the nut. So now we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side. Notice there is no wire, so the large hole is being empty, and we're using the small hole to install the nut. Alright, so let's take a look at the alignment before we tighten these nuts. So overall it's nice and sturdy, it's secured to the grill, and it's not going to rattle or vibrate. So we can go ahead and tighten those bolts. Great, so let's put the grill back on. So now that we're ready to install the grill in the truck, I do want to make a suggestion to put painter's tape on the edges here. I'm just going to put a couple of layers. We are going to be able to remove this right after we install the light bar. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this cord and route it through here, so that way it comes out when we get the grill come out from the side. So we got to get the bottom in first, and you have to get it around this corner here. There we go. There it is. So now that the bottom's clipped in, we just press on the top, and the top of the grill is clipped in as well. So now we're going to remove the tape, and we're going to go ahead and reassemble the whole front end together. So whether you purchase the Slim or the Pro Series light bar, the wiring should be identical. What we want to do, we want to route the wire to the driver's side, and we're going to eliminate all the slack by pulling on this wire. We want it on the driver's side because this is where the auxiliary switch hookups are, which is right next to the fuse box next to the battery. Let's go over the wiring of the light bar. So the Pro Series lights always come dual function, therefore it has three wires. They have a black wire, which is the ground, they have a red wire, which is the main function of the light, powerful white light, and then they also have a white wire, which is the amber DRL backglow. It's a low intensity amber light. If you purchase the Slim line, it could either come as single function or dual function. If you purchase a single function light bar, meaning it's just either white or amber, you're just going to get two wires, a red and black. Black is the ground, red is the power. If you get the dual function light for the Slim, you're also going to have an additional white wire to connect for your daytime running light. So ultimately, if it's a dual function light bar, you're going to need two power sources, and we like to use two auxiliary switches. So wiring for these two products is going to be the same, and I'm going to show you how to connect them to the auxiliary switches, which is a bundle of wire right next to your fuse box on the driver's side. Alright, so if you're looking at this, this was surrounding the wires. So switch number one, that's the pink. Here, let me actually take some of this electrical tape off so that way we can separate. So by reading this legend, the pink wire with a dark blue tracer, that's switch number one. The pink wire with a dark green tracer, that's switch number two. Pink with a violet tracer, That's switch number 3, and switch number 4 is pink with a tan. We're going to have to use 2 power sources, so we're going to use 2 auxiliary switches that are pre-wired factory. So when looking at the bundle of wires, we're going to use auxiliary switch 1 and 2 for the 2 power sources. Auxiliary 1, that's pink wire with a blue tracer. Auxiliary 2 is a pink wire with a green tracer. Switch 1, let me show you what you're supposed to do. Take off the protective sheathing. We're going to strip, and we're going to put 2 crimp connectors. So this is the first one. At the end of the install, we're going to put heat on them so that way they shrivel up and become watertight connections. So we mentioned auxiliary switch number 1, that's the one with the dark blue line. That's going to get connected to the red wire. And that's the power for the powerful white light. Then the white wire, we're going to connect it to the green tracer. And that's going to give us the amber DRL. Give it a tug to make sure it's a nice connection. So that leaves us with a black wire. And the black wire, we're going to actually put a grounding eyelid. So we can crimp one of these eyelids on the black wire. And there's a lot of grounding spots. So we're going to use this bolt for the ground. We're going to take the nut off. We're going to slide the eyelid through it, and we're going to retighten it. So now we can go ahead and test it. So now that the slim light bar is installed, let me show you how it looks like. This is the white function of the slim light bar. Because we installed a dual function light bar, we're going to go ahead and show you the amber as well. So with the flip of a switch, you turn the powerful white light into amber DRL. DRL stands for daytime running light. It's a low intensity amber that you can legally drive on the street. Great, so this is our slim line. Let me show you how the Pro looks like. With one auxiliary switch, we can turn on powerful white light. And with a hit of another switch, we can turn on the amber DRL. Looks great. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys loved the video and learned something today to get the confidence that you need to install this kit yourself. You guys are going to absolutely love it.